Listen up, partners. This is Good, Bad, Ugly on World Improv Network.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex.
Hey, I'm David.
I'm Tom.
And we are your astute win counselors. Get you through the week with any daily grind issues you might be facing or any problems you want us to resolve. And we're going to get right to our first winner. And our first winner is actually named Alex as well, and I swear it's not me. He's from Washington, D.C., and he writes, Dear Win, I'm planning on a road tripping across the whole United States with my father. Any advice for traveling with my dad for such an extended period of time? Tom, I know you kind of right away have a look in your eye like you want to jump on that one.
Well, Alex, you're just lucky that the Washington, D.C. Capitol fence hasn't been built higher yet.
True.
So you can get over that thing and out of there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yeah, I mean, traveling with your pops, I mean, that's a long road trip. You know, that's one thing that you might want to medicate him.
You know what? I kind of was thinking the same thing, but I was going to take it 2 steps further, and that's a medication, like some kind of, I don't know, Quaaludes maybe, a stun gun, you know, in case he talks too much, and then to scare the hell out of him if you get to like the Grand Canyon with a tarantula.
You know, that would be, I would totally do that. What about you, David?
Yeah, I think a stun gun's probably a good idea to keep your dad on his toes. You know, I also think that a road trip with a dad implies, you know, a kind of a coming of age, if you will.
Right.
And activity books at that age really don't work anymore. So this is just from experience. The first road trip I took with my dad, we actually brought a hooker with us.
Makes total sense. Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea. Well, and you know, on that note, I mean, it's really hard to add anything additional to that. I mean, me and Tom kind of saw it the same way. And of course, David had to bring some real sensible advice to the whole thing by bringing a hooker along. Well, let's move on to our next winner, and that's Sally from Christchurch, New Zealand. And she writes, Dear Win, I love pop music from all around the world. What is your favorite pop hit of all time and why? You know what? I have one. My favorite pop hit of all time is Pop Goes the World by, yep. And the reason why I like that is because it's really enlightening to the future of our world. We're all going to die. We're just going to pop like that. One day it's over with like a zit.
Suddenly.
Or just squeeze it out into the galaxy. Yeah, that's where I'm going. What do you think, Tommy?
I think that's an actual fact. I agree. But I do think Justin Bieber getting into dubstep, you know, and that kind of thing is kind of is going to be the start of that explosion and the end of the world. What about you, David?
Well, you know, kind of in his own right, somewhat of a pop artist, kind of a pop icon, sort of was Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah,
some big time hits.
Yes.
You know, like
and he was into hookers too.
He was. You know, one of his big hits was "Ain't Nobody Humping Around."
Yep.
And I think that's kind of a mantra for life. You know, and kind of like currently what's going on. You know, 2016 here.
Yep.
Ain't nobody humping around.
You got to get right to it. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. Take advantage of them. That's a great message from a pop song.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've never even seen any Hobbit dubstep.
The Hobbit dubstep's cool.
I mean,
especially when you found Jesus, you know, got resurrected. Remember, I was crazy where I was listening to the Windworld local news. I was actually watching it, and you know that Justin Bieber actually died. He overdosed on DMT first before he came back from hell. Wow.
I did not know that.
Is he back? Thank God.
He is back.
Thank God.
He put a cross underneath his eye. He's got a newfound relationship with the Lord, and he's touring barefoot. Yep, he has dreads too, and he's touring barefoot across the whole world with his whole following. I mean, they're singing, they chant, and everything. It's like a soccer stadium.
God, War of the Worlds Part 2.
And that's it. Well, all right. Well, let's move on to our next winner, and that's Desiree from Boulder, Colorado. And she writes, Dear Win, what do you guys think of Obama threatening to cut off funding to public schools if they do not change their bathroom and locker room access policy based on gender identity versus the gender students were originally born with? Huh. That's a very good question.
Well, Alex, I got to say, I am 100% behind President Obama on this one.
You were hoping that it just came sooner when you were like in middle school or maybe in elementary school?
Absolutely. I can't stand being stuck in the body that I am in, nor in the bathrooms that I am forced to use because of it.
That makes total sense. That's why you let your choppers grow as big as you do, right, Jim?
Yeah. And really, it comes down. I have a real fear of urinals, Alex. I've had some traumatic incidents with urinals, and just being around them makes me very uncomfortable.
So it's more comfortable to sit.
100%. I always sit.
Do you have like stage fright? Is that kind of the issue here?
No, Alex. And frankly, I'm insulted that you even asked. No, as a young child, I slipped in a bathroom and I fell face first, and I got a mouthful of urinal cake.
Oh,
Okay, not funny.
yeah, that's not cool. But did you? Were you reading the little thing on the white mint that says "Do not eat," or you just flat out slipped?
No, I just slipped. I wasn't like, ooh, maybe I should try that. No, I fell and I got it in my mouth, and now ever since, whenever I see a urinal, I am filled with fear.
So you got to sit down. I have a question though about that. Does it taste like a York peppermint patty, or what does that thing taste like?
It tastes like toxic cleaning ammonia, Alex. It's awful.
Well, I'm sorry, I've never had bites of ammonia before.
Well, how about you go into the next urinal and try it?
You know what? I might do that. Next time I go to a 5-star restaurant, maybe I'll do that. Jimbo, I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. But what about the thing, the little blue thing on the back of the toilet seat? You ever think about eating that? Were you ever scared about falling down into the toilet, getting sucked in like suction style, like, for example, in a hyperbaric chamber, and you get just sucked all the way through the toilet?
No, I never even thought of that as a possibility.
It's a very likely
Jesus.
possibility.
I'm just going to have to go outside all the time.
Keep it real. El natural.
Oh.
Danny,
Yeah.
what do you think? I mean, do you
About
think
Obama?
that, yes, I guess we kind of got off topic a little bit.
No, I'm on board. Just visiting some horrible movie from like the late 90s, had a urinal thing where the guy took the thing out of
The white mint?
the mints, and he was eating the mints from the urinal, and he
Right.
didn't know any better because he was from the middle or dark ages or something.
Oh.
It was stupid. But it was a bad joke. Personally, I really think Obama's on board. I think we have a federal government for a reason, and that's what they do. They make sure we stop being stupid like that.
Well, my only issue I have is really not so much about gender identification. It's about species identification. I've always saw myself as a penguin my whole life. A squirrel, actually, when I was younger. But I grew up into an emperor penguin. And the fact that they don't have bathrooms in middle school or grade school, even preschool or high school, for other species to share along with humans. That's where I want it to go to. That's where it's got to move to, Obama, before you leave the office.
Well, thanks, Obama. Right? Thank you.
Sorry, audience. I mean, that just hit a nerve. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Okay, let it out, Alex.
Yeah.
You're not alone here.
I sometimes think of myself as an Arctic fox.
Yeah.
Just because they're pretty, and that's about it. That's about why I'd like to believe I'm as pretty as an Arctic fox.
Well, the bigger problem was, it's similar to Jim, is when I first went into a boy's bathroom, my flipper, I couldn't undo the zipper with it, and I just sat there and ended up peeing myself.
Oh, you're like the Penguin in Batman. I bet your life is so hard.
It's very hard. All right, I'm going to toughen it up here. All right, let's get to one more. We got Reese from Buffalo, New York, and Reese writes, Dear Win, did you hear about the ER staff near us in Lockport, New York, who got robbed at gunpoint and threatened with a bomb to blow up the hospital? What do you guys think should be done to this guy?
He should be under constant surgery.
That's a good idea. Like what kind of surgery? Like toenail surgery? Hangnail surgery?
I don't know what toenail surgery is, but yeah.
Ace, I like that. Just constantly cut at him for the rest of his life.
He should be given brain surgery, nose surgery, eye surgery, ear surgery, cheekbone surgery, lip surgery, teeth surgery,
Breast
root
augmentation.
canal, breast augmentation
Yeah.
was the next thing I was going to say.
I'm sorry. Can I step in here for a second? Because this is not the wild and woolly land of Canada, where healthcare is just like growing on trees and free for everyone. Who is going to pay for this man's constant surgery?
The Republicans.
All right.
Is that I don't
That's
know.
as good of an answer as any.
I mean, isn't there like a company, the Republican company?
Yeah, it is.
Don't
As a
they
matter of
just
fact,
turn out Republicans?
It's the Republican Surgery Incorporated, and it's just a nationwide surgery company.
Bam! There's your answer, Jim.
Yep.
All right.
Alex has got you covered.
Yep. I think what needs to happen is that this guy should have surgery, but not over and over again. But we should actually put same bomb that he threatened the hospital with, you put it in his chest and just see what happens. If he walks out and it doesn't trigger, doesn't blow up, and he's fine, he can go free. If not, then joke's on him.
What if he just decides to live out his days in the hospital,
Oh,
living off gift shop food and
that's free rent.
yeah?
Damn. Good point. Well, I guess we got one more little piece of inspiration that we do need to get you through the rest of the week, and that is known as Horoscope Corner.
Love, fortune, status. Let us do your astrological chart. Horoscope Corner on World Improv Network.
Hey, Sagittarius, I've got bad news. You're going to turn into an Aquarius unless you go to Facebook. Check out the World Improv Network Facebook page. Like us over there. Check out the @World Improv Net on Twitter. You can send us some suggestions. Go to YouTube. Check out the World Improv Network page. Like us over there. Subscribe. Check out some videos. You can also download our podcast on iTunes, the World Improv Network. Leave some stars. Leave a review. And you can check us out on Periscope now as well. See our beautiful mugs as we broadcast the show live. And you can always check us out 8 p.m. Sunday nights here on Mile High Sports AM 1340 and 104.7 FM.
Thanks for listening to Win on Mile High Sports Radio. Don't forget to be a winner and interact with the cast by sending your suggestions or questions for each show segment throughout the week by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line on Sundays before or during the show. See you next week.